Well, Lee, we got one thing right about Arsenal on Saturday. The food was good. Mind, I was surprised at you after down in Cumberland sausages and fish pie. You went for the half-time fare and the fish and chips.
I did. I haven't ate anything since though, so I'm getting quite hungry again now.
And we must mention what was missing last year for our friend Andrew Davis in Washington from, was it Ben and Jerry's or?
Yeah, the Ben and Jerry's man,
yeah.
You know, a regular viewer of this in Washington, which is good, but he'd be pleased that we both went for the Ben and Jerry's option.
The Ben and Jerry ice cream fridge was full again.
It was.
I had two Hamptons cherry and I had one at half time.
Well, I just went for one chunky monkey, which was maybe quite appropriate.
Yeah, I said we knew the food would be good. Well, I suppose we better talk about the match, yeah?
Yeah,
the food was good. Well, I've got to say, I was, you know, very, very disappointed at everything connected with Newcastle on United on Saturday. There wasn't one plus point for me. You know, I'm pleased I stayed in London Saturday night and had a few drinks, otherwise it would have been a miserable journey home. I know you came home. There wasn't one thing that pleased me on Saturday.
No, I mean, it was a pretty despondent mood on the way back with Bob Moncur behind the wheel. Got back in good time.
Yeah.
And you know.
Well, Bob's normally positive, is he? What was he like?
Well, I mean, he basically the one of the words he used was outclassed. Yeah. And I think he was absolutely spot on. You know, and I, you know, was saying, you know, how come this has happened? Why come have the battle and sort of performance? And, you know, Bob was basically saying you just can't do it against teams like Arsenal, and if you do, it just infuriates them even more. But you know, Newcastle, from my point of view, I just think Newcastle was never at the races and never looked like it. You know, it was like the second of the two games we played earlier in the year. There, we just weren't in with a shout at all. And the one time when we did sort of get through, obviously, Owen's shot clatters off the back of shoulder. So.
Well, it's funny you should mention Bob, because I went down on the train on Saturday morning with Alan Shearer. You know, and he talks about us and we when he's referring to Newcastle, and we were both waiting for the cup draw. You know, it came out at about around 12 o'clock. You know, and just thinking that Newcastle United haven't got any players with the passion of Alan Shearer. Now, you know, I mean, I know we've lost at Arsenal when Al's playing, but you know, just looking at Al, thinking where the players of his passion and say Gary Speed and that, and I just feel so down about it. I know Newcastle's they've got one more point than we thought they would have, but you know, we keep saying they've had a good start to the season. I mean, I don't know. I'm not very happy at all.
No, I mean, obviously Michael Owen, I just think he's just such an important player, you know. And you know, you mentioned Alan Shearer there. At that time, Shearer was all we had really, and I think Owen's similar, you know, because he's the only man who you know is going to have a good chance of getting the goals and winning games for you. And without him, I think Newcastle just don't look the same side, you know, and they're going to need to keep him fit and keep him here basically, and hopefully that'll unfold in the next few days.
Well, it's funny, there's 3 Premier League games gone, and each game Shea Given's been man of the match, and he's a great lad. Shea loves to talk. He stopped talking to me commentary, but he wasn't wanting to talk Saturday, was he? Was he sick?
Yeah, I mean, I think he felt the same way as everyone else really. So I mean, you know, a few of the players just went straight out to link up.
Well, you can't blame them, can you? Well, yeah. So you spoke to Habib Bey?
Habib Bey, yeah, he did stop, and you know, he just mentioned that unfortunately he's injured and he's struggling to be fit for the Hull City game, which is still quite a while away. But you know, I believe he's been playing through the pain barrier in all of Newcastle's games this season after picking up an injury in pre-season. And to be fair, it's been noticeable. You know, while he's done his best, you know, you can tell that he's not giving it full throttle.
But you know, this is Newcastle United. Hull City week on Saturday. You know, great chance for 3 points, and then we'll be Newcastle will be back up to the other end of the table.